Hey guys, welcome to the Goan Chess Trio. I'm Nandini. Today I'm going to show you a missed opportunity, or you could also call it a blunder, by the very young Kirill Alexenko, who plays the white pieces against Anish Giri in round 6 of the ongoing Candidates tournament. As we begin, let me tell you today, Anish Giri played a sensational game, and the reason I call it sensational is because he never gave up and he never stopped trying. This position occurred after 88 moves and Giri was applying pressure throughout, and yes, he did have the upper hand throughout the game. So this position came from a queen and knight endgame where Giri was a pawn up. Now on any other day, Alexenko would have drawn this. This is a drawn endgame, and to the class of player Alexenko is, he should not have missed it, but I think due to extreme pressure applied by Giri, he succumbed to it and he blundered over here by playing the move knight d3. The reason it is a blunder, let's first check that out on how the game continued. Giri continued with knight d5 check, and it went king d4, knight f4, putting the knights for exchange, because here if white does exchange, then black is actually winning this because his pawns are going to queen while black king is just going to capture the white pawn. So white can't really exchange the knights. So here Alexenko went to play knight c5 and king h4 was played, king e3 getting the king closer, king g3, knight b3, knight e6, now having a simple threat of f4, f3. So knight d2 was played, still continued with f4 check, king e2, and now f3 is not possible, so we can make it possible by playing the move knight g5, and that's what Giri played. King f1, f3, king g1, f2 check, king f1, and after f5, Alexenko resigned. Now let's go back and check out what exactly happened. What did he actually miss? So in the start position, after king g3, we saw that he played the move knight d3, and this was a blunder. Well, what should he have done over here instead? Well, he had to play the simple move knight h1 check, after which, if black does capture the pawn with king into h4, he has king f4, and now he's simply threatening to capture the pawns one by one. So after knight d5 check, he can play king into f5, and after this the f6 pawn is going to fall because the h1 knight comes via f2, e4, and then captures the f6 pawn, and black has no way to defend it. And even if he does, it is a draw. So let's go back. Instead of king into h4, black could have other options. After knight h1 check, and he could play a move like king g2, attacking the knight. And it seems like, okay, do we have to move a knight again? Well, that's not necessary. It may be attacked, but that doesn't really matter. What white can do is simply continue with king f4, again threatening to capture the pawns, because we know that if there's a lone knight on the board, he can't really checkmate, and a pass pawn means that is it. It is a draw directly. So after king into h1, king into f5, and if black does defend his pawn with knight d5, you could just continue with h5, and the knight will have to actually leave his defending his f6 pawn and go to stop the h5 pawn, after which it is a draw. Now black will be fighting for a draw. For example, knight e7 check, king into f6, knight g8 check. If king g7, back to e7, because now if white goes h6, he will continue with knight f5. Let me show you. And capture the pawn, and that will be a draw. So the other option white has is playing the move king f7, but again there's knight f5, and the knight will keep going round and round, and this is a theoretical draw. So another option we got to consider after knight h1 is, what if he just goes back with king g4? Well, in this position, again, white can simply repeat with knight f2, and he will get a draw anyhow by perpetual check, or we have already seen the other drawn lines. Now, 99 out of 100 times, Alexenko would never miss this, but Giri definitely earned it today. So Giri showed a lot of positivity today, a well-deserved victory. Yesterday, he was unable to convert a huge advantage he had against Caruana, and compared to that, today, he was the complete opposite. Do you think Giri will go on to make a difference in the tournament? Well, you can always post your answers in the comment section below, and if you did like this video, please hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for further such videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.